Welcome back to the Sweet Pea Diaries. It's your girl Sweet Pea, and I'm back with another video. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back to the channel. And if you are a new subscriber, welcome to the Sweet Pea Diaries. We are here to discuss this case with Tasha K and Cardi B. Once again, we have UNWINE the LIES, that is Tasha K. She continues to run around on these YouTube streets and bully every content creator that states otherwise, that she's winning. No, ma'am, you have lost. You have lost. Your lawyers have scrambled around to submit a response to that summary judgment because it's about to be signed. That is why you're pissed off that everybody is reporting on it and that the Sweet Pea Diaries said you lost. And I reported on it correctly. I don't give a damn whether it was signed or not. We have proof right here that it is going to be signed, and it was headed to be signed, which is why your ass scrambled around for a response. As I stated in my very first video, you have lost. Cardi B has won. No matter how many people you send around YouTube to bully every content creator, it doesn't negate the facts. Now, this document is written on behalf of Tasha's lawyers, and it is a direct response to the fact of why she's begging for more time, because she did not submit her answer to the summary of judgment when it was filed in December. As I stated, the summary judgment was already issued in 2020. I said that. No one else is saying anything brighter. I stated that. The reason why Tasha is pissed is because she answered her questions too late. She responded to the summary judgment too late, and the judge was about to award Cardi B summary judgment right now. It was about to be signed. That's why this shit is going back and forth. At the last hour, Tasha's trying to scramble. This shit is just filed today, 2/11, because she knows they were about to sign that damn paper. So I'm sick of everybody. I can read. People can read. Lawyers can read. I don't care how many lawyers, paralegals, licensed people that practice law come in my comments and state that my lawyer was just reading. Yes, he was also stating everything that I said is correct. That the way things are going, it would take an act of God for Tasha to win this case. She would have to pull a monkey out of the bag for her to win this damn case. At this point, basically, Cardi is in full control. Tasha has lost and she's begging. Here comes Tasha K and her lawyers before the undersigned officer, duly authorized to administer herbs, personally appeared her lawyer, who after being sworn, deposed and stated as follows. I am a member in good standing of the State Bar of Georgia, and I'm the counsel for Ms. K, a defendant in the above style civil action. I'm over the age of 18, and I have personal knowledge of the facts stated herein. My co-counsel, Olga that name is too long, and I filed defendant Kibi's motion for extension of time to respond to plaintiff's motion for summary judgment and to deem her response opposing summary judgment timely filed and brief in the support thereof. I am executing this affidavit in support of the said motion. Number 4, on December 22nd, 2020, the parties were notified that Ms. Kibi's motion to dismiss Kibi Studios, LLC, as an impermissibly added co-defendant and Now, Ms. Keeby's motion to compel full and complete responses to interrogatories and Ms. Keeby's motion to compel full and complete responses and production to requests for production were scheduled for a hearing on February 3rd. And we all know the outcome to that hearing. It was dismissed. It was denied. They did not approve Keeby Studios to be dropped. However, they accepted the motion to compel, and that was just documentation entered into court. On December 30th, Cardi B filed a motion for summary judgment. So now, here's where Sleepy Diaries comes in at. The information that I gave. On December 30th, Cardi B filed a motion for summary judgment, not only seeking partial summary judgment on her claims in counts 1, 3, and 4, but also asking for summary judgment on each of Keeby's counterclaims. Ms. Keeby's response to Cardi B's motion was due on January 20th, 2021. To substantiate her request for summary judgment, Cardi B filed 272 pages of supporting documentation, including a memorandum of law, statement of material facts, a couple of declarations, and numerous exhibits. Additionally, plaintiff filed 3 deposition transcripts totaling 840 pages and manually submitted 18.08 hours of video footage. Cardi B and her team, the Barbie Gang, sent every motherfucking piece of document, video, everything, and they have submitted it all to court. So now Tasha and her team want to say that they didn't respond to the summary judgment on time, and she needs more time. Again, this is the 50,000th time she's asking for a damn extension, because they need to be able to read over this. And okay, so considering the volume of supporting materials for plaintiff's summary judgment motion, plaintiff's substantial outstanding discovery deficiencies, the obligation placed on Ms. Keeby to provide competent evidence for every material element of her counterclaims to survive summary judgment, and the fact that once Ms. Keeby responds to plaintiff's summary judgment motion, she will not be permitted to file supplemental briefs or materials. And I concluded that both parties would benefit from resolving their pending discovery disputes before proceeding to summary judgment motions. So, now there's the lie that Tasha continues to tell you, that if the summary judgment is signed, it's not over. Yes, it is. They just stated that. She won't be able to submit any more documentation, any more evidence, nothing, because it will be over. And that's where it's heading. That's where it was heading, because she didn't file her response in time. But we're going to see where that exactly says that in this paperwork. On January 12th, 2021, I emailed Cardi B's counsel requesting their consent to extend Ms. Keeby's summary judgment response deadline. Unfortunately, Cardi B's counsel declined to grant Ms. Keeby the request extension in a response email sent on January 13th. So, Cardi B has power to grant or dismiss an extension of time. Oh, I thought Cardi B was losing. Cardi B's counsel declined to grant Keeby the requested extension to respond to the summary judgment, because they said, bitch, you have been had enough time. Get it together. You can't produce evidence where there is none. On October 27, 2020, when the last order granting an extension of all deadlines was filed, the court advised all counsel to make this case their priority. Ms. I heeded the court's order and devoted all of our time and attention to this case. Over the last couple of months, especially when filing and responding to various motions, the majority of our time has been spent working on this case. Much like we have done for all of Cardi B's other motions, Ms. I were diligently working on Ms. Keeby's response to plaintiff's motion for summary judgment. Nevertheless, Miss I and I insisted that both parties would greatly benefit from resolving the pending discovery disputes before moving to summary judgment. They trying to tell Cardi's team that, oh, we don't think you should move forward with the summary judgment. Let's try to resolve this without doing that. How are you telling someone that is suing you and you're trying to beg for more time from them? Cardi's not going to give you no fucking grace. She's not going to extend you no courtesies. Why should she extend you any fucking courtesies? Are you extending anybody courtesies? No. You continue to make videos about this woman every fucking time you get every chance you get. Maybe if you were acting like a fucking woman with some class who's being sued in the court of law and take it serious instead of running around trying to prove your fucking vendetta, then maybe Cardi would have given you some time. Maybe she would extend some grace. On January 17th, 2021, we filed defendant Kibi's motion for extension of time to respond to Cardi B's motion for summary judgment. We did not file this motion to prejudice the plaintiff, to delay the proceedings, or for any other improper purpose. Ms. Kibi's motions to compel discovery would not be resolved prior to her response deadline. And in addition to filing documents, Ms. Kibi must present competent evidence that supports all the material elements of her counterclaims in order to survive summary judgment. They just repeated themselves yet again. They are copy and paste lawyers. They just said that in the first paragraphs a couple times, but that's what they do. That's why they're losing, because they're filler lawyers. They're inexperienced. They copy and paste. When answering questions, they take paragraphs from other places and insert it places to make it look good. Once Ms. Kibi submits her responsive materials, the local rules prevent her from supplementing her response. Even if the court ended up ordering plaintiff to produce additional discovery, Ms. Kibi would not be able to present any additionally obtained evidence to prove that there are genuine disputes of material facts pertaining to her counterclaims. Therefore, it was in Ms. Kibi's best interest to respond to plaintiff's motion for summary judgment after her pending discovery motions were resolved, which is the reason we filed a motion for extension of time. On January 19, 2021, the court entered an order granting Ms. Kibi an extension to file a response to plaintiff's motion for summary judgment until Friday, January 22nd, 2021. So, recap, the summary judgment was entered into the court and they gave Tasha an extension to answer the summary judgment, and her extension was till January 22nd, 2021. That same day, Ms. I and I emailed Ms. Lundy to let her know that Ms. Kibi's response to plaintiff's motion for summary judgment would be submitted on Friday, January 22nd, 2021. So they said, that same day, Ms. I and I emailed Ms. Lundy, which is Cardi B's people, to let her know that Ms. Kibi's response to plaintiff's motion for summary judgment would be submitted on Friday, January 22nd, 2021, which was the deadline. Ms. I sent Ms. Lundy that email because her and I have been diligently working on preparing Ms. Kibi's response and gathering all the necessary supporting materials. Ms. I genuinely believed that we would have no issues with preparing and filing Ms. Kibi's response by 11:59 p.m. on Friday, January 22nd, 2021. For the remainder of that week, Ms. I and I blocked off all our schedules and worked exclusively on Ms. Kibi's response to plaintiff's motion for summary judgment. Unfortunately, we completely underestimated the myriad of issues in the plaintiff's motion for summary judgment that still needed to be addressed, and the considerable length of time it would take to formulate a comprehensive response and to organize all the supporting materials. At 11:59 p.m. on Friday, January 22nd, 2021, Miss I and I were still in the process of preparing Miss Kiwi's response and were not able to file it by the prescribed deadline because it was incomplete. Filing an incomplete response while Ms. Kiwi is prohibited from supplementing would have been utterly futile and seemingly fatal to Ms. Kiwi's counterclaims and defenses in the instant case. Due to the fact that it was past midnight on a weekend and the court will be closed until Monday, Ms. I and I agreed to continue working on Ms. Kiwi's response so we could file it as rapidly as possible. Well, you missed the deadline, even if it was a weekend. The court issues deadlines. You are to respect the court, their deadlines, the lawyers, the judge, and their time. But see, this is a direct reflection of Tasha K. No regard for the law, no regard for the rules. Don't play by the rules because it's me. I can get it done. I can make it happen. I can talk my way out of it. They gave you an extension. They told you the date. That is the date they expected it, not the date that you chose to want to give it in because you're taking so long to answer all this shit because there's nothing that you can answer to. You cannot prove that you aren't lying about putting a beer bottle, that she had HPV, that you can't dispute that you said all these things because you already admitted that you said it in the court documents. You also dropped your counterclaims. So what the fuck are they defending? You're giving these lawyers an impossible task. You got these people taking times out of their lives, scrambling around, trying to present evidence for you that does not fucking exist. After a brief discussion, we decided that we were on track to finish and submit Ms. Kiwi's comprehensive response to plaintiff's motion for summary of judgment along with all the supporting materials by the end of the weekend. That wasn't the 22nd. Thereby minimizing the delay in Ms. Kiwi's response, prejudice to the plaintiff, and potential impact on the judicial proceedings. Ms. I and I agreed that in light of all the work we had already completed, it would be unreasonable for us not to finish and submit Ms. Kiwi's response. Besides, the court would not be available to consider any motions regarding our unexpected dilemma for at least another 2 days, and we were apprehensive of any extraneous delay that would impact upcoming judicial proceedings and prejudice the plaintiff. Also, an adverse ruling from the court regarding summary judgment would most likely be dispositive of Ms. Kiwi's pending counterclaims. Consequently, Ms. I and I chose the option that would be at least detrimental to our client. So we continue to prepare Ms. Kiwi's response for submission to the court. So basically what they're saying right there, they were working so hard, they had all this shit to go through, and they still didn't have it figured out. It was still undone, left by the weekend, and they didn't want to not submit anything because that would make Tasha look even worse. So they'd rather submit it late than not submitting anything at all. Miss I and I worked unceasingly on Miss Kiwi's response all of Saturday, January 23rd, and Sunday, January 24th. We did not leave our office until Ms. Kiwi's comprehensive response to plaintiff's motion for summary judgment and all the supporting materials were filed at the court at 4:15 a.m. on Monday, January 25th, 2021. 3 days later, they said it was supposed to be there. Essentially, Ms. Kiwi's response was due at 11:59 p.m. on Friday, January 22nd, and it was submitted to the court at 4:15 a.m. on Monday, January 25th. I fully acknowledge that Ms. Kiwi's response was submitted after the deadline prescribed by this court. However, it bears reiterating that Ms. Kiwi's delay did not result from defense counsel's intentional disregard of this court's order, indifference toward this court's docket, or any acts of bad faith. Ms. I and I made a mistake when we concluded that we could finish and file Ms. Kibi's comprehensive responses by judgment 1159 on January 22nd. So they're stating, when we sent that email to Cardi B's team stating that we will be done, we spoke too soon. Oh, something like what I did. You're saying I spoke too soon by saying the court shit is over, that Tasha lost, that the judge didn't sign that fucking document I showed. No, his ass is getting ready to sign it. And that's why it appeared in the docket in February, because that shit was prepared, like I said. Cardi's packet was submitted. Now the draft is drafted up. The judge is about to sign that shit because y'all asses missed the deadline. So now you're trying to gather a response together on 2/11/2021 to submit this, to say, please don't sign that. Please don't sign that. What else is it to show? What else are you going to be able to pull out of your hat? Like the fuck my lawyer said, it's got to be a dire act. It's got to be an act of God for that judge not to sign that shit. And if he doesn't sign it, he might sign something similar, or it's going to settle, or it could go to trial, whatever the judge deems necessary. But like I said, you have lost this court case. You have lost. If it goes to trial, you're going to lose. No matter what the fuck happens, you're going to lose. But the fact that a summary judgment has been entered and you did not answer it, you were late. Now your lawyers are asking and begging to give an excuse of why you were late. That's why your ass is scared, and that's why you're running all around YouTube trying to tell everybody it ain't been signed yet. It ain't been signed yet. We still, but you're kissing Cardi's ass. You're the one sniffing up, trying to conjure up documents. Cardi ain't running around trying to conjure up documents. In an attempt to cure our mistake, Miss I and I worked through the whole weekend. We know you worked through the whole fucking weekend. You stated this. Another just trying to fill up the paperwork with the same old shit, trying to make the paperwork look the same. Look like it's so much shit, but it's the same old fucking words. Number 19 paragraph, we already read this up at the top. As filed, Ms. Kibi's response, same thing. We read all this. As filed, Ms. Kibi's response to plaintiff's motion for summary judgment, the briefing opposing plaintiff's motion, the response to plaintiff's statement of material facts, and the statement of additional material facts consists of 95 pages. Ms. Kibi also submitted 81 pages of excerpts from deposition testimony and 110 pages of competent, admissible documentary evidence, which was previously produced to plaintiff in the discovery. Why are you submitting duplicate shit that was already sent in the discovery? Give them some fresh shit. The judge already told you if that was the best you could do, you was going to lose. So you still submitting the same shit? This is why you were losing, because you don't got shit. Lastly, Ms. Kibi manually submitted 16 videos containing a total of 7 hours of footage, which were copied onto 3 discs and mailed to the court. Plaintiff was granted access to Ms. Kibi manual filings via secured link that I emailed to plaintiff's counsel at 5:05 a.m. on Monday, January 25th, 2021. I respectfully request that this court considers that Ms. Kibi has been involved in this litigation for almost 2 years, has fully and successfully participated in the discovery phase, and has submitted a thorough, comprehensive response supported by competent, admissible evidence showing that there are genuine disputes of material fact, and the court should deny plaintiff's motion for summary judgment. Additionally, I respectfully request that this court takes into account the sworn statement in this affidavit as undisputed evidence that the 2-day delay in filing Ms. Kibi's response to plaintiff's motion to suppress, and that wasn't a motion to suppress, it was a motion of summary of judgment. They put in motion to suppress. That's not what you guys are filing against. Look at this. Look at these lawyers. Look, this isn't even that's not what they're working on. They're not working on a motion to suppress. They're working on a motion for summary of judgment. The 2-day delay was in a response to a motion for summary of judgment, not a motion to suppress. Oh, but my lawyer is an ambulance chaser. My lawyer is incompetent. These fuck offs are motion to suppress was a result of excusable neglect. You're not filing a motion to, they didn't file a motion to suppress. You're not answering a motion to suppress. You're answering to a motion for summary judgment. Wow. Maybe it was a typo. Maybe it was a typo. Like, when you misspell a word in a sentence, or, everybody's not perfect. So maybe it was a typo. But they're lawyers. They're professionals. So why the fuck should I excuse their typo? Y'all don't excuse my fucking typos. Upon a thorough review of Ms. Keeby's motion for extension of time, all the attached supporting documents, this court can confidently rule that Ms. Keeby's delayed response did not result in any prejudice to Cardi B. It did not have an impact on the judicial proceedings because the court was closed over the weekend for the duration. So they intentionally delayed that because they knew they couldn't answer all that shit. It was a lot of it. So they thought, it's going to be a weekend. We can delay that and we'll get over. No. Now that they see that that judge is about to sign that fucking document, now they rushing to explain why they were late. That's why that summary of judgment is about to be signed. And that's why it was brought to the forefront. And this bitch is signed, dated, stamped. That is why this paperwork was filed today, this morning, because Tasha K's lawyers were late answering the summary of judgment. And Cardi B was really about to take Tasha for everything. Now, maybe they'll consider this paper, or maybe they won't. But this is another proof that the case is over. This is one last-ditch effort to try to undermine the court, try to overturn what's already happening. So now you guys can talk the shit all you want to talk the shit. The case is over. Like Sean Davy Way also said, Cardi B has won this case. His lawyer also looked at the paperwork. Cardi B has lost, Tasha K has lost this case. Cardi B has won this case. Now, all it's going to continue to happen is going to continue paperwork after paperwork after paperwork is going to continue to come in supporting that Cardi B has won, Tasha K has lost. Tasha K has lost. Tasha K took an L in court. Tasha K has lost. Period. Your lawyers missed the deadline when this summary judgment been entered into court. They've been entered this 3 months ago, and it usually takes about that long for a judge to make a decision. And this is what is granted, court granted. So now Tasha is trying to backpedal and beg for this not to go into effect. She's begging and pleading, but she's running around YouTube talking shit. She's running around saying she put her kids on her kids' life that she's not losing. What? So yesterday you just told the people that on your kid's life, you're not losing this court case. This looked like a fucking L to me. You're begging for more time. I don't give a fuck what you fucking drunk ass wine. I can come here right now and say and prove that the judge signed the paperwork, that that's legal, it's done, the case is over, and y'all would still say that it's otherwise, that Tasha can still come back. So what? She can appeal. Y'all gonna say anything that I say is not right. So I don't give a fuck. I'm doing this for my people. This is for my people. Cardi is not trying to get this thrown out. This is a response. If you got to listen, Danielle. The summary judgment was filed back in December. The deadline for Tasha K to answer to the summary judgment was January 22nd. Tasha K and her lawyers missed the deadline. So whenever you miss a deadline and you enter something late, you're done. You're done. They are submitting this trying to beg and explain why they are late and why they were late. They in here talking about some fucking motion to suppress, and here it is. This is an answer to a motion for summary judgment. They in here copying and pasting fucking paragraphs, and y'all motherfuckers want to run around on my channel and stalk me and tell me that I lied for clicks and views. Bitch, that bitch lost. She lost in court. She took an L. This case is over. Dragging it out and doing whatever the fuck you want to do to delay it. This is not from the judge. This is this is Tasha K's. This is Tasha K's lawyers. The paper that the judge is about to sign, that's why Tasha is submitting this document. She did not submit her answer to the summary judgment on time. Her answers were due January 22nd. She submitted them by the 25th, which is why the summary of judgment, the one that I showed without the judge's signature, Tasha knows that that's the judgment. She knows that that's what's going to happen. That's what the judge will sign, and he was going to sign it had she not submitted this paper. She submitted this in a last-ditch effort because her responses were late. It says it in this document. Her own fucking lawyers just stated they were late. They were late, and now they're begging. They are begging for more time. How much more time do you need? Why do you keep asking for more time? They gave you more time throughout this whole case. Everything that you submitted, you asked for more time. Judge, can we have more time? Judge, can we have more time? Judge, can we have more time? It doesn't matter. You cannot play with court. This isn't YouTube. When you go into court, you got to have your shit together. If they tell you the 22nd is due, that's when it's due. The 22nd. Not the 22nd by 11:59 p.m. Not a minute later, not a minute after that. She was late submitting the paperwork, and that summary judgment that we read on my first video is the verdict. That's what the fuck is going to happen. Is prepare for the judge to sign it, and he's going to sign it. He's going to sign it. Now, if he don't sign it, it's going to be a settlement, or it's going to be a different type of summary judgment that is, but it's going to be a same type of paperwork. It's not going to be no, like magically, oh, now Cardi is losing. It's not going to be like that. It doesn't happen like that. That's not how court works. So why is it? And you know what? This is true. Watch this comment right here. The winos can't be this damn dumb. It's so obvious. Why file today, the day after Sweet Pea released the video on the facts? Hi, Dondiva, she said. They were late because they have no evidence. Cardi got this. Period. They washed their brain shit out with that box line. Hey, Tim. And what did Tasha do? She ran around on the streets stating that she puts it on her kid's life that she's not losing. Are you serious? What do you call this? You're begging the court not to sign the summary judgment. You're begging for them not to sign it. And that's what you're using as an excuse. That's what you're using as an excuse to your people. You're not going to shut me the fuck up. I put that shit in my video, and everybody else did too. Sean Davy Way said it, and it's another blogger. I can't even think of her name. Crystal, somebody. Crystal Nicole, I think. A friend of mine sent me a screenshot of someone named Crystal Nicole. Yeah, on YouTube. Crystal Nicole is her channel. And her Instagram is Crystal_Nicole31. She said that everything I said was correct. She also stated that Sweet Pea Diaries was accurate. So, that's, hey, mama.
Hi.
This is Auntie Nisi.
You know what? This stupid bitch, she ain't got no evidence. That's what it is. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. She ain't got no damn evidence, and I'm gonna say this. She asked for the extension when she missed the deadline.
Right.
To prove that Cardi got HPV, Cardi got herpes. She got to prove that Cardi C gang members to her.
Stop.
That she was suffering when she was pregnant, even though she
bring here, man.
Hell when she was pregnant with Coach. See, the bitch ain't got no evidence. She ain't got no evidence, but they all put me in the goddamn court documents. Bitch, you don't want me to go to court with you. Cause I'm gonna flip that shit on you, bitch. You think I'm gonna testify on your behalf, you ugly monkey looking ass bitch? All the dog shit you done did on YouTube, and you think I'm gonna testify for you? How you got me fucked up? Now, you can send a plane ticket, you sure can, and I will come to court. But I guarantee you, bitch, it ain't gonna be what you want. It ain't gonna be what you want. Show the fuck ain't. Cause I'm gonna flip that shit on your ass, bitch. You ain't had no reason to put nothing in this goddamn lawsuit, oh. No reason to put us in it. And that's why we doing all this motherfucking research. Cause she put us in this goddamn lawsuit. Like we stupid and we ain't gonna go get no legal advice.
Hubbard, this is Auntie Nisi talking. Auntie Nisi is one of the persons that Tasha threw in the lawsuit as a potential witness to everything that goes on with Cardi B, and that when she talks about the case, Cardi is telling people about the case. This is Auntie Nisi.
Cardi ain't telling us shit. We can read. Cardi ain't telling us shit. We don't even know the fuck. I don't know how to get in touch with Cardi B. Bitch, you just lied like you're doing now. You just lied. And then you got Wiley with his stupid ass running around here. Even Cardi didn't throw his ass. She need to put him in that shit. Show him. Because Wiley talking out the side of his motherfucking neck. Pay for that goddamn library, your ass. Oh, what, motherfucker? That's what you do with all this kind of shit. And then people in the chat tell me, girl.
Right.
You tell me y'all so interested in this lawsuit, but y'all ain't got sense enough to pull the paperwork and read the shit. It don't cost for $3.
But what I tell you,
Paperwork.
but what I tell you guys,
Sweet Pea is sitting here reading y'all the evidence, and y'all motherfuckers still hard about she lied.
Yeah. But if it was Cardi B, if it was on the other table,
she ain't got no evidence.
If it was Cardi B, if this was the shoes was turned, they would be saying, this is this, this is that, this is this, this is that. Shanika, Cardi Star was dropped as the co-defendant because she stopped fucking talking. That's why. They couldn't find her. They didn't even know where she lived. They didn't have no address for her, no phone number, nothing. That's why. Because that same thing that Tasha K should have did. She should have stopped talking shit and she should have left this shit alone. If celebrities sue every YouTuber that talks shit about them, 90% of YouTubers wouldn't have a channel. Katia, this is not, no, she defamed Cardi B. That's the difference. I don't defame anybody. I'm not going to go to jail or be sued or no, I'm not, because I don't defame anyone. I report facts. Shut fucking ass. I'm so sick of these fucking dumbass people. I'm telling you, the everything that I have seen while doing this, it just speaks to the lack of knowledge for our people. It's sad, and it really hurts my heart to see how people can be manipulated by someone that they feel a sense of loyalty to. It just seems as though I have to continue to come up here and prove that Tasha is lying. The paperwork don't lie. The paperwork goes in an order. There's an order of things. And because I'm smart and because I pay attention, I'm sorry, you got my phone is dying.
Yeah.
Because I pay attention, my phone is dying. Hold up. Because I pay attention and because I'm putting it on the charger. Go ahead. Because I pay attention and because I can tell what's going on, I knew that there was going to be some pushback from the winos because who wants to see somebody that you fuck with going through something like this? But you can't get up on here and lie on people and just say anything. How would you feel? And this is to the people out in the chat, out in the comments. Just for one moment, I'm asking you, as a fellow female, a fellow Black woman, take all of the maliciousness out of it just for 5 seconds and listen to these words. If this was you, if someone stopped thinking that Cardi B is a god and that she's invincible and that she don't got feelings, if this was you, how would you feel if someone got on YouTube and said that you had HPV, herpes, you was a prostitute, you stuck a beer bottle in your privates, and that your infidelity and your husband cheats on you and your daughter is going to be born with birth defects? How would you feel if that was you? Don't stop getting up here and thinking just because you like Tasha K that it's okay for her to be a bully. We are trying to stand for something in these streets. If we want these white people to take us serious, we have to stop fuckery like this. And the reason why I exposed Tasha is because she needs to get her shit together. She had a very good brand. Tasha K was the shit. But she continued to go down, down, down because of her attitude, because of her fucked up ways. And the people that latch themselves onto her, they make her like that even more because they egg her on to be like that. because y'all are bullies. Y'all like this stupid shit.
Right.
Y'all like this shit. But this is somebody's life. Y'all fucking with somebody's life.
But you know what? And I'm going to say this. And the reason why they doing it is because Cardi Latino. If Cardi was black, they wouldn't be doing this shit. They only doing it because she Latino. I don't give
Squidward is a fan. Squidward is she loves Sweet Pea. She was just asking. I think she just came on. She just trying to see the date.
Let me tell you something.
Did she miss something?
Tasha K needs to have proof. She needs to have solid proof. When you go in front of a judge, he don't want to hear no third party shit.
Right.
You making a claim against somebody, you got to have solid proof. He want to know, was you there when Cardi B was sucking dick? Did you see her? No. Okay,
right.
then. Well, did you see the doctor diagnose her with herpes? Did you see the pediatrician tell you that culture was going to have a birth defect? Did you actually see the whole sucking off that dick? Did you see that with your own 2 eyes? No. Okay then, bitch. Hey,
Mars and Stars be ready to defend me. Thank you, Mars. I appreciate it though, Mars. Because y'all be on these trolls.
You know, when you talking to certain people, you got to break shit down in niggerism.
Look what this person just said. This person just said while she was running. This person just said while she was running all over the country, interviewing Jaguar's family, she should have been focusing on the Cardi B case. And now Jaguar is on her way to ATL to deal with that ass. Now, I want to tell you this. That is absolutely true. Because around January, I don't know, is that the time when Tasha went over there to do that documentary? Because that's around the time that this shit was due. And they were late. They were late getting that paperwork in, and they thought, oh, we could just, turn it in late. It's the weekend. They'll understand. When the court tells you to do something, that's what you do. When they give you a fucking deadline, that's the fucking deadline. The judge don't give a fuck about, oh, it was the weekend and we had a lot of paperwork to do. They don't give a fuck about that.
So don't. Half of these people probably ain't never been in court. They ain't never dealt with, court and judges and shit. That's probably why they don't understand the law. But
no, but she wiping her ass. She wiping her ass though.
Tasha got the wrong kind of attorney. First of all, she should have never hired Avalanche Chase's attorney.
Exactly.
She needs attorneys that specialize in defamation cases.
Yes.
She don't need this type of, she got the wrong lawyers for one thing. That's why I asked Lou. And then she don't want to turn over them hard drives. Don't forget about that. She got to turn over her hard drives, her phone, her computer. Cardi want everything.
And
going around telling everybody I got all these diseases and shit.
So
she got a Cardi hired a forensic team.
So Danielle, this is
go through that girl shit.
So Danielle, basically, yes, what I'm saying is, remember now, the WINO'S and Tasha, there's in all of my videos that I've been doing, and especially the first one, they're stating that she told me to read Sweet Pea Diaries, you need to read, bitch, and all of this, because she wanted to hang it up on a technicality that the judge didn't sign it yet. The judge is absolutely going to sign it, and it was headed to be signed, which is why, because she was late. That summary judgment that you saw, that was already filed back in December. And she had until January 22nd to answer to it. Because she did not answer to it, it was about to be put into effect. And the case was going to be over. But she hurried up. When they saw that paperwork came out, because see, They see everything that's about to happen. They saw that the judge was about to sign that shit. So they hurried up and submitted this brief stating, oh my God, he's about to sign it because we was late. So now they're trying to explain why they were late. So the judge can either accept this excuse or he's going to sign that summary judgment.
She needs to go on the side because she ain't going to do nothing but file paperwork. She ain't going to do nothing. She ain't got the money to pay Cardi B, first of all. And then you know she ain't going to do nothing but file paperwork.
Right.
And my thing is this. You need to explain this right here. You need to explain the part about the subsidy. Because these stupid motherfuckers don't understand the law. When Cardi put in there, your subsidy, bitch, she means anybody that you got.
Yep. Anybody, and Wiley, Storm.
Constant God.
Yep. Yep.
All these bitches you got doing 7 stars, all these hoes you got working for you. Joey, Beauty, all these bitches, if they mention Cardi B name, she can file a lawsuit against
Yep. Yep.
That's why she put that shit in there.
Now let's ask the winos this. Winos in the chat. Answer this to me. Since I'm a liar and I'm all this shit, how is Tasha going to prove? How's she going to win this case? Since she's winning and she hasn't lost yet because the judge has not signed. The case is not over. The judge has not signed. How is she going to prove that Cardi B has herpes? How's she going to prove that she got herpes and HPV when Cardi took tests and submitted it in this case and both the tests showed that they're negative for herpes and HPV? So how is she going to prove that? She lost, bitch. She's done. Fucking dumbasses.
I want to know why the winos and these dumb bitches keep coming in your chat asking all these stupid ass questions. But I'm going to say this. Tell for the court did a live last night. She explained the same damn thing you explained. The same damn thing. The same damn thing you said. She said it on her live last night. Tasha K is the stupidest motherfucker I ever seen in my life. You didn't defame this girl's conduct. Damn near made her have a nervous breakdown when she was pregnant with culture. But see, this shit go way before that. People not paying attention because their attention spans is not long enough to comprehend shit. When Cardi was pregnant with culture, she took that girl through hell. That's why we all standing with her. That's why we all came together to stand with her. That's why Sweet Mouth for Life made that damn TKO video. She came that lovely teeth.
And wait a minute. Auntie Nisa just said something. Auntie Nisa just said something that is accurate. I want all my women and all my ladies out here to listen at this, okay? They're dragging me, Katia. Do you understand? Do you understand that my subs and the people that are in my comments that are helping me, because these people, I had over 600 and some comments every day since I put this damn video up that have been calling me out of my name. Katia, this is directly to you. These people have been calling me out of my name. Tasha K directly came on a video that I was on live at somebody else's channel, and she disrespected me, called me a nappy-headed bitch. And I'm not supposed to defend myself, and my people ain't supposed to defend me? What the fuck is wrong with y'all? You got to be, and if this is the thing, I don't go around bullying nobody. I don't go around bullying nobody. I don't go around doing any of that. I have never dragged Tasha K. I never called her any type of bitches or anything. If anything, I do my jokes, tease her about losing, but I never called her out her fucking name. Now it's on. Until she apologized for calling me out my name, I don't fuck with that bitch. And I'm gonna drag that bitch every chance I get. Because that you're losing this case and you won't be honest. You put that shit on your kid's life that you're not going to lose. This paperwork right here just shows that you lost, bitch, and you're begging the court not to sign the paperwork. And I'm showing y'all proof, and y'all just don't want to admit it. So that's on y'all. I'm done with this shit for today. Thank you, Miss K. I'm done for this shit for today. My common sense knows a summary comes at the. I know. Okay, but you know, people don't have common sense, and they talk about me and all this. Child, every day it's going to continue to be updates with paperwork. And if the judge, listens to all these whining that she doing and this fucking shit, Camille Corner. Let me tell you about Camille's Corner.
Ain't no goddamn lawyer.
I'm gonna tell you about Camille's Corner, Squidward. She came after me when I first started doing videos. We have a vendetta that goes way back. And I never gave her what she wanted. She offered me money to have a fake YouTube beef for clicks and views. And I turned her fucking ass down. So now she's got something that she can drag on my coattails, but I refuse to give her what she wants. I'm gonna answer in this right here, and I'm not gonna even act like I know about that shit because I don't give a fuck about Camille and her dry ass, whatever she got going on over there, that channel of hers. So I don't give a fuck about Camille, and everybody can go back and tell her I said the shit, and she can argue with her fucking self because she's not gonna get me to even go over there and pay her no fucking attention. She was another one that used Tasha for clicks and views until Tasha came out and mentioned her. I don't use Tasha for clicks and views. I fucking report on this Cardi B and Tasha K case. That's all I talk about as far as Tasha K. Other than that, when this shit goes away, I will be not making no more videos about Tasha K. I will be not making any more videos about her. When this case is over, Tasha is off of my platform. Because she's taking me away from my fucking documentary with Bad Boy that I'm trying to do. I got people that I got to interview and shit. I don't got time for this shit. So we saw it here, guys. Auntie Nisi, I'm going to let you go. Thank you so much for the support, as always. I'm getting ready to get off, darling. All right, babe. Thank you. Bye. So, you guys, just to sum it up, the summary of judgment was due January 22nd, 2021. It did not get entered until January 25th, 2021, which was after the deadline. So Cardi B has won this case. If the judge does not feel sorry for Tasha and somehow sign the paperwork, I mean, I don't understand what you guys want to hear. This case is over with. Unless there's some fucking freaking act of nature to get Tasha off the hook, the judge is going to sign that summary judgment, either that one or another one. Exactly. She's been doing that throughout the case. She's been doing that. She's been doing that throughout the case. So I'm done with this. As I continue to get the information, you guys will get, the information. We prove right here on the Sweetie Diaries all the time that Tasha is lying. Yesterday, she lied on her children. And now we see that she was late turning her paperwork in. And now she's begging for them not to issue that summary judgment by sending this on today, 2/11/2021. So I don't know what you want me to say. Tasha K fucked her own brand up because she wants to be able to drag people. She wants to be able to commit defamation. She wants to be able to lie. She wants to be able to do all of that. I'm getting myself paid. I'm not getting her paid. I'm getting myself paid. YouTubers don't get her paid. How do we get her paid? She's the one running around and giving us content. She giving me motherfucking content. I don't watch her, so I don't get her paid. I'm taking every opportunity I get to make a video off of this case. And I told everybody that I'm gonna keep my foot on her neck until this shit is over with. And she can try to bully me and distract people all she wants by talking about my hair and all this. The only reason why I'm not showing my face is because it's this morning. I still got on my pajamas, and I ain't done up. But other than that, bitch, I'm very proud of who I am. So, like I said, the case is over unless Tasha K can somehow give some type of information that will convince the court otherwise. And what I just encourage you guys to have common sense just for 1 minute, guys. What can Tasha do to prove that Cardi has HPV, herpes, put a beer bottle up her private? The daughter was going to be born with birth defects. Cardi committed infidelity. All of this, that is in the lawsuit. That is what the claim is about. Those statements. What is Tasha going to give the court to prove that those things are true? This is what I need you to have common sense and stop being fooled by Tasha. You can like someone all you want, but why would you stand with someone when they're clearly lying? Oh, because you love them. Well, you love them, but when you love someone, you tell them when they're wrong. You should say, Tasha, all you had to do was take the videos down. But seems like to me, this is what people are into these days. They're into spreading lies about people. So y'all keep on doing that shit. I'm gonna continue being a queen and being a real one and speaking truth. If that's the type of bitches y'all can't sit with me, and I don't want you over here. I'm glad that my supporters are stand-up bitches. We are queens over here. We are queens. Everybody drop the queen emoji. We are queens over here. Everyone that is in the chat right now, drop the queen emoji. And the fingernail nail polish emoji. We are queens and we are bougie. We are bougie, bad, and queens. We are stuck up, high sedity ass bitches. We mean something to our families. We mean something to this world. We mean something to each other. Everybody right now that is in the chat, I want the queen emoji and I want the fingernails. I want some cute shit. Drop that shit because that's who we are. That's what we are. If you want to sit over here at the Sweet Pea Diaries, you got to be a queen. And you got to admit when you're wrong. You got to admit when like I said yesterday, if people thought that I said the case was over and it was nothing else, no, that's not what I said. But I did say Tasha has lost. The verdict is in because when I saw that summary judgment, I'm like, damn, Tasha done. And which is why they presented this paperwork today, begging for her not to be done. So you guys can take it however you want to take it. It's done. She is done. She's done. She lost. Cardi B won. And basically, Cardi B is sitting back like, I can end this shit whenever I want to end it. But I'm going to make you pay for everything that you've done, said, and everything you continue to say. So the next thing is going to be your bank account, sis. You're going to have to empty that bank account. You chose to fuck with Cardi B. You chose to do that shit. We didn't do it. You did it. You running around cussing everybody out, making videos, talking about Sean, me, everybody that going over there using Wiley. He don't even know what the fuck, how to read any goddamn thing. What is he, a CNA, working at the nursing home, wiping asses? I don't know what he does. Always bragging about some fucking job, working at some goddamn nursing home. And you ain't you glad you can get a check, bitch? Working at some nursing home, you got doo-doo under your fingernails. I don't know what's going on. Smell them fingernails and see what them fingernails do. Running around here gathering up people to try to fight against the truth. And y'all dumbasses is doing this shit. Y'all dumbasses is believing her because she said she put it on her kids. Then I come back and show this motherfucking paperwork. So I thought you said you put it on your kids. You got your fucking lawyers talking about they're fighting a motion to suppress when they fighting a motion to answer to summary of judgment and why they're late. They talking about motion to suppress. That was your first fucking mistake right there. You got the wrong type of lawyers. Oh, now I heard you got paralegals. It's just terrible. It's terrible. And actually, you know, I don't really care what this outcome is. But now that you put my integrity and you put the validity of my name and what I do into this, now you got my foot is going to stay on your neck. So I'm letting y'all winos know. Y'all can be in the comments all y'all want to be. I don't read them. I turn the notifications on my phone is off. I don't read them. I don't read anything. My supporters, if you're out there and I don't answer to you guys' comments under the videos, it is because I'm not answering any comments because my notifications are off and I don't have time for the shit. So thank you guys for being here. You guys be sure to like, share, and subscribe to this video. Comment if you want. Leave me some comments. But tear their asses up in the comments. Get them fucking trolls off of my channel. Because my daughter be having my phone sometimes. And yesterday I had to turn the notifications off. It was so bad with the nasty shit that was coming through. My baby is 11 years old. And she was using my phone. And it was a lot of shit that she was seeing. I had to turn the notifications off on the videos just until she got done using my phone. So that way she didn't get offended by what she was saying. And it's so nasty because it's women. It's grown ass women. Terrible. So thank you guys. You guys have a good day. Thank you for being here.